my son got murdered, right? I'm trying to keep it together and stuff like that, but, you know what I mean? But that's my only son, so, you know what I mean? I haven't heard from the owners, the fathers, the nobodies, right? You know what I mean? That's my only boy, and I'm trying to keep it together.
You ever think about how fast life can change? Like 1 minute you're grabbing something from a smoke shop with your girlfriend, and the next minute everything you know is gone. That's exactly what happened to Aaron Whitfield Jr. on January 11, 2026, in Northeast Philadelphia. And what makes this story even darker is that Aaron saw it coming for someone else just 3 weeks before it happened to him. Before we get into it, if you're new here, welcome to 3 AM Files. This is the hour when the world goes quiet, and the secrets start speaking. We dig into the cold, hidden truths behind real crimes. If you're brave enough to step in with us, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss what comes next. Because trust me, you'll want to see how this story unfolds. Now let me tell you about Aaron. He was 25 years old, living on Clearview Street in Philadelphia. Big guy, gentle soul. His dad called him a gentle giant. His mom said he was the kind of person you could always depend on, always going out of his way to help people. Aaron worked as a tow truck driver for a company called 448 Towing and Recovery. And yeah, his parents were worried when he got into towing. You hear things about that industry, especially in Philly. Turf wars, competition getting violent. But Aaron loved the work. He never complained, never mentioned problems. Here's something you need to understand about Aaron though. He wasn't just some guy doing a job. He had a girlfriend who rode with him while he worked. They were in love, planning a future. She'd be right there in the passenger seat, keeping him company during those long shifts. That's how close they were. That's how normal their life seemed. But let's rewind for a second. 3 weeks before Aaron died, another tow truck driver from the same company got shot. His name was David Garcia Morales. He was only 20 years old. Someone shot him in the neck and thigh on December 22, 2025. David fought for his life for 4 days before he died on December 26. And guess who was there? Aaron. Aaron stayed with David after the shooting, waited with him until the police arrived. He even went to the hospital, stood with David's family. David's mother said Aaron was hurt by it, really hurt because they were friends. They really were friends. So Aaron knew. He knew the danger was real. He knew that being a tow truck driver in Philadelphia could get you killed. His own father would warn him every single time he saw him. Stay alert. Watch your surroundings. Be careful out there. But what do you do when you love your job? When you've got bills to pay and a life to build? January 11th, 2026. It's about 7:52 in the evening. Aaron and his girlfriend pull up to the 2100 block of North Street, right near Bustleton Avenue in Northeast Philadelphia. They're parked outside a smoke shop. They've only been stopped for a few minutes. Just a few minutes. That's all it took. Surveillance cameras caught everything. A silver Honda pulls up alongside Aaron's tow truck. And then chaos. 2 people inside that Honda open fire. We're not talking about a couple of shots. Between 15 and 20 shell casings were found at the scene. 15 to 20. They unloaded on that truck. Aaron took multiple gunshots to his head and body. His girlfriend, just 21 years old, got hit 9 times in her leg. 9 times. Can you imagine the terror? The confusion. 1 second you're sitting with the person you love, and the next second bullets are tearing through metal and glass and flesh. Aaron died right there. He was pronounced dead at the scene at 8 p.m. His girlfriend survived, but she's going to carry those scars, physical and mental, for the rest of her life. Now here's what makes this even more heartbreaking. Aaron's parents didn't know where he was. Think about that. Your son doesn't come home, you can't reach him, so you start searching. Aaron Whitfield Sr. and Kimberly Randleman went to every hospital in the area looking for their son. Every single one. They couldn't find him. You know why? Because Aaron was still in that truck, dead at the scene. While his parents were frantically searching emergency rooms, their son was already gone. still sitting in his tow truck on North Street. When they finally found out, it shattered them. Aaron Sr. said they were just a good kid who found his girlfriend, they loved each other, and then bam, he's gone. Just like that. No warning. No goodbye. Just gone. But the family didn't just grieve quietly. They started asking questions. They started demanding answers. Because this wasn't random. This wasn't some robbery gone wrong. Aaron wasn't in a bad neighborhood doing something shady. He was working. He was parked outside a smoke shop with his girlfriend. This was targeted. And remember David Garcia Morales. The friend Aaron tried to help 3 weeks earlier. Well, it turns out there might be a connection. Both of them worked for 448 Towing and Recovery. Both of them got shot while working. Both attacks seemed planned, deliberate. The police started looking deeper. And what they found opened up something way bigger than just 2 separate incidents. Because there was actually a third victim. A man named Aaron Smith Sim, 26 years old, also worked for 448 Towing. He got shot on November 23, 2025, inside his truck on Hicks Street. He worked as a spotter, the guy who notifies tow truck operators about accidents. He held on for weeks before dying on January 4, 2026. That's 3 tow truck drivers from the same company. All shot, all dead, within a span of less than 2 months. This wasn't coincidence. This was a pattern. This was hunting. The Philadelphia Police Homicide Unit started connecting dots. They pulled surveillance footage from all 3 crime scenes. They tracked vehicles. They analyzed forensic evidence. And on January 28, 2026, they announced they had their suspect. His name, Najee Williams. 27 years old. And here's the kicker. Williams owned his own towing company called NKW Towing and Recovery. Let that sink in. The man accused of killing 3 tow truck drivers was himself a tow truck company owner. This wasn't some random street violence. This was business. This was about territory, about who gets to respond to accidents, who gets to make money off crashed cars and stranded drivers. Inspector Ernest Ransom from the Homicide Unit said it plainly. We have some predatory tow truck drivers operating in the city of Philadelphia, and there's no area they own. Police tracked down the silver Honda Accord seen in the surveillance footage. It had been reported stolen. When they found it in the 5500 block of Lansdowne Avenue, forensic evidence inside tied it directly to Najee Williams. The commanding officer stated clearly that they were able to determine Williams was at both locations and committed both crimes. The evidence was there. The case was building. Williams was charged with murder, conspiracy, firearms violations, possession of instruments of crime, and recklessly endangering another person. The charges stacked up. The reward went up to $20,000 for information leading to his arrest. But here's where it gets frustrating. Williams disappeared. He went on the run. Police said he was last seen in Montgomery County, but after that, nothing. He's still out there right now as we speak. Armed, dangerous, and free. Aaron's parents had just buried their son on a Friday when they got the news that a warrant had been issued for Williams. Kimberly Randleman said she felt like she hit the lottery when she heard. Finally, progress. Finally, a name. Finally, someone to hold accountable. She spoke directly to Williams through the media. You took my only boy away from me for no reason. Why would you do it? What's the purpose? Not only are you upsetting Aaron's parents, you're upsetting your own parents. Just give yourself up. Aaron Sr. echoed that same sentiment. This tow truck war has got to stop. Just turn yourself in. You can't run and hide forever. But Williams hasn't turned himself in. He's still out there somewhere, and Aaron's family is still waiting for justice. Think about what Aaron's last moments must have been like. He's sitting there with the woman he loves. Maybe they're talking about what to grab from the store, maybe making plans for later that night. Then headlights pull up beside them. Maybe he glanced over. Maybe he didn't even have time to react before the first shot rang out. His girlfriend sitting right there, getting hit 9 times, watching the person she loved die right in front of her. The trauma of surviving that, of living when he didn't, that's something she'll carry forever. And what about Aaron Sr., searching hospital after hospital, that growing panic when nobody has any information about his son? The hope that maybe he's in surgery somewhere, maybe he's unconscious but alive. Then finding out the worst possible truth, that your son was already dead while you were searching, that he died instantly, that there was never any hope, never any chance to say goodbye. Kimberly started a GoFundMe to help cover funeral costs and family expenses. Because on top of losing their only son, they now had to figure out how to pay for his burial. That's the reality of sudden violence. It doesn't just take a life, it devastates everyone left behind financially, emotionally, spiritually. What really gets me about this case is how preventable it could have been if someone had stepped in sooner. After Aaron Smith Sim got shot in November, was that not a red flag? After David Garcia Morales got killed in December, did nobody think to increase protection for other drivers at 448 towing? These weren't random attacks on random people. This was a targeted campaign against one specific company. And Aaron knew it. He comforted David's family. He saw what happened. He knew he could be next. But what was he supposed to do? Quit his job? Live in fear? He had a life to live, bills to pay, a girlfriend to take care of. So here's what I want you to think about. What drives someone to kill over tow truck territory? Is $20,000 a year in extra revenue worth taking 3 lives? Worth destroying families? Worth spending the rest of your life either in prison or on the run? Because that's what Najee Williams is facing now. He can't go home. Can't see his own family. Can't live a normal life. All because of what? Competition, pride, greed. And here's the bigger question. How many other industries have this same dark underbelly that we don't know about? If tow truck drivers are getting executed over territory in Philadelphia, what else is happening in plain sight that we're not paying attention to? If Najee Williams is watching this right now, or if someone who knows where he is sees this, do the right thing. Aaron's family deserves closure. David's family deserves closure. Aaron Smith Sim's family deserves closure. Turn yourself in. Face what you've done. Let these families have peace. And if you found this case as disturbing as I did, share this video. Somebody out there knows something. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to 3AM Files because we're not stopping until the truth comes out.